Number 11, we're going to talk about intellectual property. Intellectual property is when you set up a company and you have got some creative things going on in your company because you're selling that product and that product costs money. You generally take that creation and keep it secure. So when you keep that type of creation secure, it has got value because it's you're selling that product as I mean that you're selling that intellectual part as a product that can be only marketed by you. Maybe you got a patent on that, and those patents are cannot be stolen, cannot be registered by another user. And if they copy, they will be you can sue them because it's your patent, your intellectual property. No one can steal. No one can steal your idea or your product or your design or anything that is creative that you have come up, which is unique, not found anywhere in the world. That becomes your intellectual property. So we want to see how intellectual properties can be protected in your network because they become part of your network, and then we want to make sure no one can steal it. It could be a application package that you have developed. Okay, for example, if you look at the Microsoft products, they're all an intellectual property of Microsoft. So no one should be able to steal it. Even the source code, even the product should not be compromised. They should not even steal. They should not hack those softwares. If they hack, that's also attack on the criminal intellectual property. So intellectual properties generally consist of these three primary types. Okay, so three primary types that is generally registered in USA. So USA has got this foundation for patents, so where they register and say that these are all intellectual property. So a real property like land and things, which is permanently attached to the land, so that's considered to be part of the property. Then there's a personal property, but the third property is what we are interested in, and this property is intellectual property that we are concerned with for this particular unit. So it's all software. It's a software intangible asset. It consists of human knowledge because knowledge, research, and hard work is gone in to come with a creative product or a creative idea. So examples of that is a software that you have created, like a package. Okay, for example, Microsoft Office is a package. If someone steals it and comes up with the equivalent package, that's stealing an intellectual property. So it could be data that you have collected over a period of time, like say weather data or Great Barrier Oceans data that you have collected for a few years, and that's going to be expensive because data is expensive. It may be personal data that you have captured, you have collected for some from some research or something, for maybe telemarketing research or whatever, and that data is supposed to be private. At the same time, it has got value because that data is used for marketing purposes. So it could be like that. It could be a novel someone has written, but someone steals that idea and sells it as their work. Sound recording, like MP3 song, someone steals the song and that's an intellectual property. So these are some examples of that. So there are three main types of intellectual property for which legal protection is available. So what are they? Copyrights, trademarks, and patents. So patents are the ones that you generally find for something that is small but it is unique. Okay, copyrights are generally there for for example, businesses. So you got for businesses, and maybe so something to do with trademarks and something like that. That type of value is to be added because it's a value added product that requires some type of copyrights. Then the right for us to seek civil recourse, which is to, if someone steals your idea or steals your copyright or steals your patent, so you have got civil recourse, which is you can actually identify who has infringed into your property, which is intellectual property or whatever. You can actually put a case against them. So patents are generally unauthorized making and using and selling. So when you have got a patent, if someone steals the patent, generally they make some products out of that patent and then they sell it and they use it for their work. Trademark is unauthorized use of the colorable imitation. So for example, you're selling a product like say KFC chicken that has got a trademark with the KFC sign, as well as the material that is used to make those type of products, that is the chicken products. So if someone steals it and then they change that trademark slightly modified, change the color, but which is very much similar, and the product is same because they copied it, then that's a trademark that they have stolen. So copyright is unauthorized use of any information without their permission. So if you don't have permission to use, then that's a copyright violation. Okay. So that's what these intellectual property infringements are. So it protects tangible or fixed expressions of idea. So copyright is basically, it is giving you protection. So if you got a copyright, you're protecting any tangible or fixed expressions of ideas, idea that has been developed, and it's not yours, but it's someone else's. So you're not using your own idea, you're using someone's idea to sell product and make money. Automatically assigned when created, and it is registered in some countries. So that's the problem here. Not all countries are registered. So which means some countries may be still misusing some of the products that have been created by some people who have registered it as and put it into copyright. So examples of that is novels people write, story books that they write, musical works like MP3 songs that, not MP3 songs, songs that have been written or dramatized or whatever, dramatic works like, you know, some plays and so on. So choreographed work or any sculpture that you have actually designed, motion pictures, movies that could also be, you know, copyright business, sound recordings, or even software related stuff. So other types of copyright that you have is owners that they have got exclusive rights are protected against infringement is reproduction rights. So who is able to reproduce that, more copies or more such dramas or more such novels or something. So you're going to have exclusive rights with infringement, protection against infringement, which means no one can actually copy other than themselves. Only they can modify, only they can distribute. So you can get some modification, some distribution rights you can get, but you need to pay royalty for that. Without royalty, you can't use it. So public performance rights could be there, public display rights also there. So you just can't take someone's thing and then publish it or use it in your advertisements and so on. So patents are to grant property rights to a particular inventor. Okay, so exclusive other than making or using, offering for sales or selling an invention. So those are some property rights to an inventor. So whoever invents it, he's got all of these rights. So examples of that is like utility of any new or useful processes, like a machine that has been created or a process that has been created which is unique and that is not seen anywhere in the world. So that process could be patented, that machine could be patented, article of a manufacturer that could be patented, composer of a matter, like some new material that a person, inventor has come up, a scientist that has come up, maybe a new design of a motorcycle or a new bike or something that is new design of an ornament that is used by as a jewelry. So that could be one such. So example of that you can see RSA algorithm, Ravish Shavir Alderman's algorithm. This is a public key cryptography and it is still patented. So, but we can still use it because it is in the public domain for public use, but it is a patent. So no one can steal it and say it is theirs. So Ravish Shamir Alderman is three people. So three engineers, they got together and came up with the public cryptography using public key and private key encryption, asymmetric encryption that is patented. Okay, guys, I think we have used 3:30. Can I still use another 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go through?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just continue. So a word, a name, a symbol or device, like a sign, you know, signboard that is used, especially for foods, you know, we have got foods that they put it as a trademark. So trademark, for example, in India, we got Amul trademark. So if someone copies that Amul trademark, that's a crime, okay? So that's one example of it, okay? Mahindra motors or bikes, so that's an Indian product. If someone steals it, that's a BMW. Okay, so if someone steals it, Samsung phones, so if someone steals it, so if you see there are some patents that were stolen by Samsung stole some of Apple patents, and Apple stole some Samsung patents, but they had to settle it outside the court because that was a criminal offense that that took place by both the companies. Both of them stole some parts of it. I don't know exactly what, but they stole. But they settled it outside the court. Certain things which was beneficial for their design of their Apple phone. So trademark right may also be used, for example, prevent others from confusing similar marks. So for example, KFC, they got a symbol. If someone can use something similar type of symbol, that type of trademark which confuses others by just, you know, thinking that that's the same product that you're buying. For example, Samsung phone, So they'll change the word Samsung to something similar to Samsung, something which is similar to sounding. So that's also an offense, a trademark offense, that if you do something like that. So intellectual property issues and computer security, we can see we also have for software programs that have been created. So it gives us protection if a program is created. Of course, when a program is created, you have to put it for copyright or patent. If you don't put it for patent, or if you don't put it as an intellectual property, then it has got no value, because someone can see it and steal it. So that's the reason what they do is, generally, if they've got a good creation, they publish a lot of papers and they put it for patent, so that once it is patented, then no one can say it's my idea, because someone can easily copy that and become an idea. So database content and arrangements, that's another example of it. Protection against copyright, and a lot of video, digital content, media content, web content, they all have protection. So you just simply can't copy it. You have to be creative if you want to come up with something unique, but you can't copy it.
The Victorian Institute of Technology has other great videos covering many different topics. Please check them out, and thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe the video for more great content like this.